What up? What up? What up? This is your boy Gary Lang, bringing relevant content on life in the pursuit of happiness. I am low because I'm still in the studio and I don't want to wake up the kiddies. So go ahead, Walls P. Introduce yourself. Introduce the chat. Let's talk about what we're going to be talking about, so I can run to the damn car.
Yes, sir. Do your thing, brother. I'll hold it down. Good morning and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the morning show, the A.M Grind and Grit Show, hosted by yours truly, Walt P. and Gary Lamb, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the show that will help you on your trip to work, while you're at work, if you're just getting off of work, if you're getting a cup of coffee, you making breakfast. In a nutshell, this show is here to help you start your day, end your day, or help you get motivated with relevant content. Now, with that being said, today we're going to kick off the morning show with a crazy situation that is going on over there in Maine, which is a mass shooting that happened in a town, I believe it's called Lewis. I can't remember the exact town, but it's definitely in Maine, a mass shooting. 18 people are deleted. We got to say because YouTube. So 18 people got deleted. The prime suspect is still on the run at large. They have the city on lockdown as they try to apprehend this suspect. One thing to note about the suspect, he has military training. He was in the military. Now nobody knows what was the reason for this mass shooting, but they did say he had some type of mental issue, and that kind of sparked, this man going on this mass shooting and targeting two different places. One of them being a bowling alley, and the other one being a bar or something like that. But we're gonna listen to this news clip. We're not gonna play all of it. We're just gonna listen to it just to get up to speed with the current information that is going on now, as far as like where everything stands with this suspect or person of interest, um, the body count, how many are injured, all those details, and then we'll get back to this and analyze and break everything down. So here's said video.
Made clear. Up until that point, it is quite appropriate for people in that vicinity to.
I want to know is, how did they not have enough information when you clearly saw the guy in photo stills and everything walk into the establishment with the AR-15 type rifle? Like, it's clear as day. And you got witnesses basically saying they was running from the scene because they saw this man coming in with the gun. So I really don't understand. We needed more information to make them go from a person of interest to prime suspect. But let's continue.
And so that is where they made that jump from a person of interest to a suspect. It was with evidence.
And do we
All right, that's pretty much the gist of what's going on. In all honesty, like, do I believe through the course of the weekend they're probably going to find this man? It's a good possibility, but if you're telling me this guy knows the area and he basically had military training and he's unhinged, who knows how long he was plotting and planning this thing? Because they also said he had cars parked in certain locations to basically, establish his getaway method. So he probably was very strategic about how he went about doing this heinous act. But here's my question, right, about the situation. If you're telling me that this man was unhinged, the military calls for him to go into, seek therapy, suffering from hallucinations, all of these things. Why wasn't proper actions made to step in and confiscate whatever legally owned guns this person had to prevent from something like this possibly happening? I'm asking you, Gary.
Oh, I have no idea. I couldn't answer that question if you wanted me to.
Because I get it. We all gun enthusiasts say, hey, we want our guns, it's our right, whatever, this, that, and the third. But with the laws being so loosey-goosey, it kind of opens the doorway for things like this.
Well, I don't agree with that. I mean, no, I don't agree with that. The laws are not loosey-goosey. The laws are exactly what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be constitutional carry, because if we had constitutional carry, chances are this motherfucker would have been shot and killed already. You see, he hit places he knew wasn't going to be armed. They always do. He didn't go into the police station and start popping off, did he? No, he went where he knew there was not going to be any real resistance. So, I don't know Maine's gun laws or whatever, but he wouldn't have got far in fucking Oklahoma or Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like military training or not, he would have had to leave the premises. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time he done got 3 or 4 people, somebody would have started clapping back.
But see, here's the thing. I gotta give pushback on that, because what do you say to that Florida, the woman who was, I believe, in Florida? She was unhinged, pretty much was having like a psycho moment. She was talking to her friend about it. Her friend was like, relax, just go home, blah, blah, blah. Because she was having like thoughts of suicide. If the law was set up where if you're unhinged and you're a gun owner and somebody called hey, I think my friend is having a psycho moment, this, that, and the third. There should like those hospitals should be able to there should be a system where those doctors can tap into and see if you're a gun owner, right? Because if you're a gun owner,
wait a minute. Let me call you. Let me pause you.
Okay.
You're talking about somebody that is verbally going out and saying they are unhinged, right? They're thinking of suicidal thoughts, right? So this man, I'm pretty sure, see, they love to lean on the mental illness part, right? They love to lean on that, right? You trained the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You trained them. So it's like you keep running. They constantly run to the mental illness shit. You know what I mean? There's plenty of people that got mental illness that will never pull a gun on somebody, ever. You know what I mean? So it's like, why do you keep running to that? What if this man is not? Maybe he is mentally ill, but this was a conscious act. All right, conscious act. If he chose, he said, "I'm gonna kill as many people as I possibly can." He's not gonna let people know, "Hey, guys, I'll be here on Tuesday." You know what I'm saying? Like he's not gonna let you know. Criminals are smarter than that. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants to inflict massive damage, he's not going to tell people what his plans are.
Yes,
so that argument is full of shit to me. It's like you can't.
But Gary, have you ever been around a person or lived with a person that's suffering from a mental health issue?
Yes.
Because I have too.
Yes, I used to work with them.
Because here's the thing. Even though you may make a conscious decision, there is times that person who is mental health issues will go through spurts or moments that they do actions without even realizing it. It's like they're on cruise control and do not realize what's going on. So, yes.
This was a planned effort. We're not talking about somebody that just snapped. This was a planned effort.
But you're making my point, Gary. you're making my point. The reason why I say you're making my point is because the minute any type of mental health issue is presented that you're a possible threat, whatever legal guns you own should be confiscated so that even if you try to use that
So
as an
you're for the
excuse,
red, you were for the red flag laws, huh?
yeah,
Whoa.
yeah,
Okay. You're not my friend anymore. Fuck you.
that's what we doing. That's what we
That's
doing.
what we do. And I'm with you
Here's
on
the
that
thing.
shit, bro. No, listen. I understand where you're coming from, right? If a
Mhm.
motherfucker running around saying, I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up, yeah, you don't want to get that nigga explosive. But if a person says, I'm good, how do you know the difference?
How do you know the difference?
Yeah.
Easy,
I mean,
easy, easy.
a psychological professional? Like you can tell when somebody's gonna go off the rocker.
All right, so let me challenge you with this. When you have criminals who are incarcerated, right, and now they're trying to go for parole so that they can get out. People that are facing life sentences, whatever. So you mean to tell me if they just say, "Yo, I'm good," the parole board is supposed to say, "Oh, all right, dog, you say you're good? Cool, get out there." No, if you say you're good, you need to show me that you're good. I need to do extensive testing and all of that stuff to make sure you're good. I can't just go by your word. And even if you're faking that you're good, through extensive testing and counseling, you're gonna slip up where I realize, no, you're not good. All I'm saying is just put stuff in place. I'm not saying for people to not have their guns. So when you say I'm down with the red flag law, yes, I'm down with the red flag law. Just to for those who show a possible threat, I want you to keep them in line. But the average regular person, no, get whatever guns you want. I don't care because you're gonna make a conscious decision to. I'm in hopes people that want to buy their guns and stuff, they'll make a conscious decision to be like, yo, this gun is just for protection. Anybody want to come test my gangster or come hurt my family, it's gonna be a problem. That's how most logical people think about it. But for those who are somewhat crazy, because let's look at the mass shootings that do happen. They always say it's people that do have some mental health issues that they've seen, but it was never addressed, so to speak. So if we just have something in place where it's like, yo, you have a mental health issue or crisis, we need to take away your stuff, even if it's temporarily, evaluate, see if you're okay. And if you're okay, cool, have your guns.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Not even a little bit. The moment you give the government that kind of power, you lose all your power. Do not do that shit. See, that's the reason why I had such a big problem with Trump getting these red flag laws in there. You know what I mean? Because you got people that might be, you got people that are depressed. That's considered, that's very fucking depressed. That suffer from mental to suffer depression. They will never hurt a fucking fly. So that person can't defend himself now because they depressed. Now you're going to make it where people won't even go to ask for support and ask for help. Because if you do, I'll lose my gun. If I go and I say, hey, I need help with this, and they say, well, we got to confiscate your weapons. How many people are going to get help now? How many?
Gary,
Because I don't want to lose my
Gary,
guns because I have a problem.
Gary, most people that suffer through depression, they're loners. They stay in the house. They stay out of sight.
Oh, you mean like the
because
dude
they're
right?
depressed.
Oh, you mean like this dude right here? That's what you mean, like this guy right here. You're telling me?
Like this
Wait,
dude?
this is what I'm trying to say. This guy planned this shit. This got nothing to do with fucking mental illness. This is a fucking dude that needs to be taken out. Period. It's not. Mental illness does not cause you to do this. You caused you to do this.
But Gary, I'm going against the argument you made. You said if you're suffering from depression, how can you protect yourself? If you're a person that's suffering from depression, you're a loner. You stay in the house. So if you're telling me you have all the time in the world now to plan and all of this stuff, and now you could go kill somebody, what do you need protection for if you're the suffering depression, you're a loner, and you stay in the house? If you stay in the house, who's coming to get you? Who's gonna come
So
test
I
your
don't have to
gangster?
go get.
Or
So wait a minute. So I don't have to get groceries. I don't have to get my oil change. I don't have to go to work. I don't have to do none of that stuff at all.
Gary, what I'm telling you is most people that suffer, I'm speaking from experience because I literally had one of my best friends who suffered through depression lived with me for over 2 years constantly. So I seen all the ins and outs. I seen all the moments that they go through depression where they can't sleep. They're up pacing, all of this stuff. And what I'm saying is those people, they don't want to go out in public. They would rather get groceries or send a family member to get the stuff that they want. Matter of fact, they're not even really thinking about eating because they don't have an appetite. You literally got to spoon feed them and be like, yo, I'm going to the grocery store. What can I get you? You got to actually press to get the information out of them so that you can even get stuff from them. So let alone for them to go to the grocery store and they don't want to be bothered, that's not happening. So if you're a person that want to stay in closure, why would you need a gun to protect yourself? Because you're not going anywhere. You're not
That's a dumb
messing with
argument,
nobody.
Wally. Walsh, that's a
Huh?
dumb argument to me. That's a dumb
Okay.
argument to me. That is a dumb
Okay.
reason to take somebody's guns, bro. I'm sorry. That's a dumb reason. If you're going to take somebody's guns, have a righteous reason behind it. All right? And that's the reason why these red flag laws are so silly. It makes no sense to be doing that.
But how can something be silly if you're telling me you're suffering through depression and you just get mad at the world and say, I'm going to take it out on everybody and now I'm going to go spaz out and kill somebody? If you didn't have the guns to begin
So
with,
hold on. DS says, well, that's not exactly true. Psych nurse here. Okay, what's not exactly true? Please,
yes, exactly.
who are you disagreeing with at this point? But
Yeah.
go ahead.
But yeah, all I'm saying is check if the person is all good. Once everything is clear that they all good, then you get your guns. Nobody is saying this is going to be a permanent thing.
Who's going to determine? Wait a minute. And who's going to determine this test?
The people in the medical business, people in the medical field, psychologists.
Who are controlled by who?
Who are controlled what? The psychologists?
She says she disagree with you.
Okay, she could. Hey, okay, she disagree with me. Cool.
And she's a
That's
registered
fine.
RN, so she deal with this on a daily basis. You did it once, she does it on her. And here's what I'm trying to tell you. I used to work with them. All right, I used to work with the mentally and physically disabled. Okay, I know how they are. I know how they will inflict damage on themselves before they do it to someone else. That's what I know.
No, that part, I'm not gonna disagree with you. I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. But what I'm saying is, this is a case where having an outlier does catastrophic damage to families and communities.
I agree with you on that. Wait a minute. I agree with you on that. What I'm saying is, don't restrict guns. Stop restricting the freaking weapons. If you stop restricting them, okay. This is my argument. Okay, one fool with a gun surrounded about 50 with a gun. The guns are in the favor of the freaking people.
Okay.
You walking around with an AR freaking whatever. Anyway, so you walking around with an AR. We see you get out your car. Everybody grab their shit and say, "What's up, partner? Why you walking around? Why are you in a bowling alley with an AR? Why are you at the fucking? Why are you here at a bar and grill with a fucking AR?"
So let me ask you this, right? Because your whole argument is saying like people with mental illness, it's a low chance of them actually doing a heinous.
That's not my argument.
No. All right, it's not your argument. So
my argument is why should a person who says they have mental illness lose their right to their weapon? Why?
Because if any case you have a mental lapse
Innocent
of
till
judgment,
proven guilty. That's this country, right? But you're accusing me of being dangerous to myself or other people before I even do it, and I'm coming to you for help.
okay, so here's the thing. With that argument, I can turn around and say, I've never heard of cases where strangers just walk up for no reason and pull out their gun. Like, of course, robberies and stuff happen, but just
Oh
for
my
the
God.
sake of running up, pulling up your gun on somebody just for the hell of it, how often does that actually happen?
Uh, really, especially when you're around a whole bunch of people that got them.
So here's my thing: you take you restrict the guns to those who are what you call it,
They
who are suffering
actively
from
lose.
who are.
Wow. They
You said
actively,
what?
this is what DS say. They actively do lose their rights for 5 years if they're on a 72-hour hold. So when you go on a 72-hour hold, you lose your rights to your weapon for 5 years. That's crazy.
Good, good,
Good.
and I'm for
That's
that.
good to you. So
Yes.
basically, you're telling me not to go get help.
No.
Yeah, you are. You said if you go get help, you're gonna lose your guns for 5 years.
So let me get this straight. So you're literally telling me having my guns usurp me going to get help, even though this getting help is destructive to me, destructive to my family, destructive to my loved ones. That me holding on to my guns is more important than the catastrophic downfall that I'm going through in life. That doesn't make sense to me. So if your guns are that important to you, that you're gonna sacrifice your mental health, then I'm sorry, boo boo. You got whatever's coming to you. If you decide to go pick up
Sacrifice
your
my
arms and
mental health. How am I sacrificing my mental health? I don't trust the government. That's why I got the damn guns in the fucking first place. Like, like that's the point of having them. Because I don't trust the government.
so in other words, if the government come knocking at your door with your limited amount of guns that you have in the house, you're gonna defend yourself.
Yeah. I mean, well, me personally, I'm not. I'm just arguing for the gun
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
and
Me
and thi- and
personally,
this is
I don't even own a gun because I don't see the point in it. But that's me. But as if I was a gun owner and somebody told me that I'm gonna lose my guns for going in and saying, "Yo, can you give me an evaluation? I don't know, something's going on in here, and I might need some, lithium or something. There's just something going on in here, right? Okay, but we're gonna have to confiscate your weapons for 5 years because of it. Wait a minute, you're gonna take my guns away because I need some support? Well, fuck that. I'll just deal with the problem because I'm not a danger to anybody. I just have a psychological issue, but I'm not a danger to
so
you.
so if that's the case, all these people who have psychological problems and stuff like this, and they use weed or they use alcohol, whatever, as a means to numb the pain, so to speak, because the side effects where they
Don't
suffer
jack them up, right?
hallucination,
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
this stuff like that. What'd you say?
Oh no, I said you're right. I said yeah because weed don't bring in all the side effects that comes along with it.
Yeah. So for those same gun enthusiasts that has that mentality of saying, well, I need my guns, whatever, because it's gonna if you're gonna take my guns away from me, I'm not gonna get help or whatever. So with those same people who you have a person who may be high or whatever, and they interact with the police and they wind up getting shot and killed, and it says, oh, in the autopsy report, they had weed in their system. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing from you saying, oh, this person had drugs. He was probably a thug. You don't know if he was using the weed or whatever to
Okay,
numb his
you
pain.
got wait, walls. You gonna
Come
tell me
on.
a dude that's relaxed on weed is gonna do some aggressive shit like that? We don't push you that hard.
Weed
These,
doesn't
these,
push you that hard.
No, like so you're telling me that people just want to run around doing dumb shit on weed?
No, what I'm saying is, if you have a person with a situation of a person getting arrested or whatever, and it winds up the person getting shot just because they were resisting or asking, not even resisting, but asking, why are you arresting me, whatever, and the cop wind up shooting them and killing them. The minute the news article or whatever say, yo, he had drugs in his system, it automatically goes to he deserved what he got because he was a druggie. Once drugs is in the picture, it's like, yo, you're a druggie. So
And once mental
if
health is in the picture, you are crazy. This is my point. They default to the problem. They default to the illness as opposed to what caused the fucking thing in the first place. This is what I'm saying. What drove his ass to do this shit? It wasn't. It could. It's not. There's many people that have mental illness that will never do this ever. There's plenty of people that will never do this shit. That's why I'm saying,
I
why you default into the mental illness? Why is that your go-to? Oh, of course he did. He said he got mental illness. You
again,
completely dismiss the fact that he was. We don't have much information on. I don't have much information on him. But we never talk about he was trained by the fucking military. Why can't that be the reason why he has such a problem? We already know that our veterans have mental illness issues, but we don't give them the health care that they need, right? We treat them like fucking shit.
yeah,
We don't talk about that at all. We just talk about, oh, he has mental illness. How about the state? How about the country start taking care of our fucking veterans? And we won't have this goddamn problem. They got rid of the one thing that, listen, back in the day, when armies and soldiers just come back home, they wasn't allowed into the city until they calmed down and relaxed and got that energy out of them. That's what they did back in the day, because they were still hyped up on fucking war. The shit that they saw, the things that they did, they got to deal with that shit internally. But we don't even help our fucking veterans now. We ain't got shit for them. And then all of a sudden, because he mentally, it's because his mental illness. How about y'all been treating him like shit since he been back in the States? You ever thought about that?
no, I did think about that. I did think about that.
Americans treat their veterans like fucking shit.
Well, this is one thing I will say. The president that actually started investing in veterans' health and things of that nature and doing, a good amount of stuff for veterans where it's like if they come home dead, the family get flown out to the funerals, this, that, and the third, and focusing on veterans' mental health and making sure they're not homeless and stuff. That happened under Obama's administration, but nobody wants to mention that. You do realize that, right?
No, I didn't. Nobody did. I never known that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody goes into politics and say this president didn't do this president didn't do that, but none of them actually go and read the damn politics for themselves. They just take word of mouth.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I voted for Obama because he was black. Or at least that's what I thought. That's what I was told.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know
the thing
shit about politics back then. I was like, wait, we got a dude that we got a black dude about to go in office. We couldn't wait to vote.
Let me ask you this, right? And I know we're going off topic, but I'm gonna reel it back. Who was the main people that were screaming outcries of Obama didn't do nothing for me in the presidency when he was in president?
Oh, black people. Black people, because he didn't. He didn't do shit for us.
Okay, what black people? This is the important question. Yes. Is it the black people in the lower class? Is it the black people in the middle class? Is it the black people who are, financially okay?
I would say the black people in the lower class, but that's a real, that's a stretch because I don't know. I didn't get into politics until after Obama.
Okay, because
so
for me, the people who I heard loud outcry say he did nothing for blacks is people who are well off and have money because they weren't getting the tax breaks and all of this stuff that they were getting under previous administrations. It was, hey, I'm going to tax the higher, the richer, and not tax the middle and lower class as much. So of
Well,
course,
see, here's the
if I'm making money, I'm gonna say nothing was done for me. Nobody wants to talk about the My Brother's Keeper Act, a program for Black people that will get you in school, get you the funding, all of that stuff where those are grants and everything that goes towards your schooling. But guess what? Since most Black people in the hood want to sit back and chill and have money thrown at them, of course you're not going to see he did anything for you because he set it up where you actually got to put the work in to receive said aid. But if you're not willing to put the work in, it's kind of like if you have a buddy who sees you on the street, like while you're working, yo, are you working? Yeah. Could you get me put in? Yeah, I can get you put in this job. Go up there, fill out an application, give them my name. Oh man, do you think you could bring the application to me? Wait, what do you mean? Take your butt up there and use my name. You're golden. Nah, man, that sounds like mad work. Or they say, all right, I'm gonna do it, and they never go. That's on you if you don't want to partake in what's available to you. I
Okay, so
literally
have
gave
you,
you
wait
a
a minute,
resource.
wait a minute. Have you ever sat down and really thought the mental process
Hmm.
of that? Because I can tell you why I didn't go and apply for the application. I can tell you why I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't have the clothes. I didn't have the money for the haircut, and I didn't have the money for the transportation. Okay, I'm
Hmm.
not going because I don't want to go. I don't see how the fuck I'm going to get the job when I can't even get those three things together. I don't have the clothes to fit the freaking bill to get the job. I don't have the money to get a haircut, nor do I have money to get the damn transportation. So if I'm going to choose between going somewhere to fill out an application and feeding and eating that day, chances are I'm going to eat that day.
Well,
Okay,
this is
a
what
lot of people.
I'm gonna say to you. If that was me, I would have literally said, "Yo, I don't have a way to get there. So is it a
But that's
possibility
you,
that you can
bro.
take me
That's
there?"
you. A lot of
But
people got pride, bro, and they don't
but
want to sit
but
there and tell. Wait a minute, hold
but
on. A lot of people that have
okay.
pride, and they do not want to be seen as a leech. They don't want to be seen as a dead weight. They don't want to be seen as a burden. Okay, their entire life has been a burden to people, and they're tired of feeling like that. So you have people that will just say, you know what? I know people that will rather starve than ask for a fucking dollar. Okay, I know people like this, and they're hard-working people, and there are times where they need to ask for help, and they won't. They will not ask for help. So it's easy to say that shit, but when you're down there in those slums, in that dump, and you're trying to get out, it's not so easy to do that shit. It's like, yo, he's already feeling like he's not gonna get. The reason why he coming to you is because he needs a shoe-in way to get a job. Because he don't feel like he by himself can get the job. He won't tell you
Okay.
that, but that's how he's feeling.
Okay. And again, this is what I say to you. And this is what I say to people who are looking for answers for what you just said. If you really feel that you have nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, and your life is basically you're wondering when you're going to get the next meal, this, that, and the third, and you go reach out to somebody who's working for a job, you need to be transparent about your situation. I don't give a damn about how prideful you feel, because guess what? If that same person's pride had their lady who was about to step out on them or whatever, just not step out, but leave them because it's something that they're not doing, I guarantee you'll most likely put your pride on the shelf to hold on to that good woman. So if you can hold on, if you can lose your pride
That's
for
so
certain
different.
aspects.
Yo, wait a minute. That's different, bro. That's different, bro.
Listen. if you want the results that you're looking for, and if you already put your foot out to ask for the help, what is stopping you from telling them the whole situation? Yo, the reason why I'm asking you, can you get me an application, is because I don't have a way to get there. I don't have the clothes, for the interview. I'm really down on my luck. Oh, wow. I didn't know it was like that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go get the application. I'm going to talk to my boss, let them know what's going on so that they could put you on. So even if you show up the interview the way you are, you're showing up the best that you can. So now they already have this.
He can't get to the interview by himself. How is he going to get to work, Walls?
You said what?
If he can't get to the interview, how can he get to work?
Gary, this is why I said transparency. Because if you're
I'm being transparent to you. I'm asking you a logical question. From the standpoint of an employer, he can't even get to the interview. How is he going to get to work?
Gary, you didn't let me finish what I was going to say.
Okay, I'm letting you finish.
The more transparent you are the more transparent you are to the person you're asking for help, the more accommodating they're going to be. Case in point. Listen, Gary, listen. If I pull up to McDonald's and a bum asks me, yo, can I get $5? And I'm like, let me buy you a burger instead. Let me buy you You can't hear me?
No, go. I got you. You broke up. Go ahead.
If I'm at McDonald's drive-thru, a bum comes up to me and asks me, hey man, you got $5 or whatever so I can get some food? And I say, nah, like I have the $5. I'm not gonna give you the $5, but I can get you the food. Nah, I'm good. Give me the money. You're not being transparent with me. You're literally telling me some fictitious story. In my mind, I'm looking at it as you're telling me a fictitious story, and you're not really looking for help. But if you come to me and say, yo, man, I'm really hungry. Can you buy me a burger? I guarantee you, most people, if a bum or somebody asks them at a drive-thru, can you get me a burger or food because I'm hungry? I guarantee you 9 out of 10 people will go the extra mile and get them the burger and probably give them food on top. Why? Because you're transparent. So if you go asking for help and you're transparent about your situation, that person is going to see, yo, you're really transparent. I see you need the lifeline. You really want to get back to work and on your feet, but you don't have the means. Yo, I'm going to go speak to these people. There's a bus that go by there. You want me to get you a bus card? You want me to get you this? What do you need? How can I accommodate you? I'm going to see if we can work the same shift and we carpool. What's up? But if you're not being transparent, how do I know to help you?
Wally, you are 1 in a billion because half of the motherfucking world will not do that shit. They don't want to be responsible like that for another man.
But let me ask you, how many people actually take that step to actually do that, and the person is actually genuine about what they're asking for?
Bro, you're talking to one. I had to dig myself out of the fucking grave.
Then you know what I say, Gary? You know what I say, Gary? Those people who you did those things and they left you out to dry, I'm sorry, those people are scumbags. There's no other way to say it.
That's what I'm trying to say. Most Americans are fucking scumbags when it comes down to this. They don't want to help nobody. They say the same dumb shit all the time. They say, yo, that's not my responsibility. That's not my problem. Most of them will sit there and watch you fucking suffer. And they'll turn a blind eye, they'll look at their phone, they'll look another damn direction. You got homeless people all over the motherfucking place, and people just act like they're not fucking there.
I get your point, and I guess I'm looking things at a linear scope
You're
where
looking at it as the person that will help, but most people will not fucking help you.
Got you, got you. And that's sad too, man. Because like I said, for me, if I know I can help you, I'll give you the shirt I got on my back. I like if I know I have steady income coming in
All right,
and
if
you
I
need
can,
help,
hold on, but
like
listen to what you just
if
said. Listen to what you
yeah,
said. You
hmm
just said, if I can help you. You see that big ass word can? If I can, right? If I can help you, I'll help you. But if I can't help you, right? Whether it's because I want to take, I'm saving for my kids' college fund. Whether it's I don't have the time to be coming to pick your ass up. That's a 30-minute ride out of my way, right? I'm not
hmm
about to sit here and ask my boss. I'm not going to put my good reputation on the line when you can't even get the fucking work. You
but
can't even
that's
get
not
to
no. I get what you're saying.
But
1,000.
reputation.
You breaking up, Gary? Hello? I think Gary's breaking up, but this is what I was gonna say. Yes, I understand if I can help you, I'm gonna help you. But when I say I can help you, it's more of the lines of, yo, I don't have the means to do it right now, but if you give me a week, a couple of days, let me see what I could move around or whatever, I'm going to help you. Just be patient with me. In the meantime, since I can't help you in that way, are there other ways that I might can help you? That's the way that I approach it. And I get it, not everybody's like that, but us as a society, that's how we should strive to be. And the crazy thing about it is that we had that in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. We had that, yo, go see if your neighbor got sugar, or got flour, this, that, and the third. We had those ties where we could rely on those things. So it's sad and unfortunate that there are people that actually will not help people whatsoever. And it's so cruel because these same people will turn around and help a dog that's in distress, help a duck that's, on the road with a leg broken with distress. I literally saw a shark get to the land and they did everything in their power to lift that 500-600 pound shark to get them back into the water. Meanwhile, the shark is trying to attack them. What the hell's wrong with our society? Where we're looking at animals, willing to help animals as opposed to our brothers and sisters. What does that say about us as a society? And unfortunately, let me see, Gary. I don't know if Gary lost his connection, but yeah. But unfortunately, that's the sad reality and state that we live in.
yeah,
But
it
if you
is.
can tell,
It's sad.
but if
It really is sad.
yeah,
But it's sad. But that's where we are, guys. Like we are at a place where we don't take care of the people who take care of us, man. We do not do that. We treat the people who take care of us like dog shit, right?
hmm
The reason why I asked that question, what the F is wrong with white people, white men? You know what's
hmm
wrong with white men? They're sick and tired of being taken advantage of and being
yeah,
dismissed. Okay?
yeah,
That's what's wrong with white men. They're tired of it. All right?
hmm
I gave up my fucking life for this country, and this is how they treat me.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Um,
Rose says, sounds like you live in a city area. Then because here our neighbors help each other, but guess that's a small town thing. Now city are ruining it. I believe. Listen, that's my point, Ross. In
yep.
the area that I grew up in, it was kill or be killed.
Yes. Yes.
That's the area that I lived. So that's
Yes.
why when I come to Oklahoma, I look at y'all and I laugh. I'm like, why? There's no fucking way with all this opportunity you broke.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. There's too much opportunity. They got more for health signs down here, the reason why I won't go get a job is because I have a completely different frame of mind for my future. I did the grunt work before. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to do that shit no more. All right, I
Mm-hmm.
have a whole different fucking focus. Now I'm focusing on trying to get my kids to work. They need those jobs. Okay, I'm looking to to do something completely different. Yeah, but if I need to go get a job, I'll do it. I just don't need to right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what I gotta do. I'm being proactive with what I believe is the best move for my family. It may not seem like the best move for you, but for me, it's a better move this way because I did that whole other whatever. But there's no
Yeah.
fucking reason for people to be broke, to be out of work here. It's too much work
Mm-hmm.
here. So for me, I'm like, bro, I don't understand with all the opportunity here. I don't understand it. So I haven't been here long enough to see the reason why. But I do know if you had the same opportunity here in well, actually I can't say that because there's far too many people in New Jersey. But here in Oklahoma, there's tons of opportunity. Tons of opportunity, and I'm pretty sure and people are very generous here. But in
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey, in New York, there are too many people without. Okay,
Yeah.
you just said it yourself, Walls. You have a full of people saying Obama didn't do shit for me. You selfish prick.
Yeah.
Obama
Yeah.
didn't do shit for you because you don't need nothing. The fuck you need? You ain't the one in need.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they keep saying tax the rich. What will never happen, by the way. But there's a reason why they keep saying tax the rich. Because they're fucking hoarders. They hoarding money.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It doesn't trickle down back to the poor. Now, one can argue that's a freaking money management issue, and I understand that. But the government won't train us on how to manage our money.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
We gotta learn that shit from the grapevine. If the person's willing to even release that information, you got to think. A lot of people say the information is out there. Great. Where do I go first? Because I don't know where to go. There's a reason why we go to schools because the child don't know what to do first.
Yeah.
You have to teach them how to do it. That doesn't change because you're 40.
Yeah.
What I don't know, I don't know. And I don't know, I don't know it.
I agree with
I
you.
know about science. I know about astrology. I know that I don't know about astrology, but I know about astrology. But there's shit out there that I have no idea about. I won't even consider to think about it. Therefore, I won't look for it. I won't ponder it. I won't question it. Nothing.
You're right. You're right.
I'm doing the best I
absolutely
can
right.
with the information that I have.
You're absolutely right.
So if you're not willing to go down there and get your hands dirty with the people who don't know, then guess what? You're going to keep having homeless. They don't know how to get out of that shit.
Yep.
If they did, they would.
Yeah.
I know they can go to Craigslist and flip a couch. I know that. But the shit that I don't know, there's no way I'm going to figure it out without somebody telling me first.
And you know what's crazy about that too is you do get the people who wind up to get the financial freedom or whatever, or build a little bit of wealth. And even those people that figure out a way to build a little bit of wealth, even they will spread the word to people to try and get them to at least get to the level that they're at. Because when you look at all like these people who have speaking engagements and stuff like this, I made it in real estate, this, that, and the third. All of those people try their best to get the word out there to people and be like, yo, do it this way, do it that way, blah, blah. I have yet for somebody to sit me down and break down stocks and investments and all this and how the hell all of that work. The NASDAQ. I have yet to have somebody that sit and break this down. So when it comes to like, you know, building some kind of financial wealth, we'll readily share that information. But we need the information on how to be billionaires. You get what I'm saying? Like we need that information, and we're not privy to that information because they keep that amongst their circle. They're
No
not giving
shit.
that information to us.
No shit. This is my point. This is exactly what I mean. It causes a ripple effect, right? Because
Hmm.
once you break free of a certain class, you never want to go back there anymore. So you'll do everything in your power to make sure you never go there. And you're going to set up roadblocks to make it harder for other people to get out there.
Yep.
That's human nature. Okay?
Yep.
Because let me tell you something. Before we had all these regulations, motherfuckers got rich by doing fucked up shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we got all these regulations where nobody can get up there and do it the same way. Right? It'll
Hmm.
cost you an arm and a leg before you can even throw a fucking party.
Facts. Facts.
So my point is, you cannot expect a greedy people to help people that's in need. They
I
won't.
agree. Now, I just wanna because we could stay on this topic, but I just wanna circle back real quick and say, as far as like the gun law and everything like that, I agree with you, Gary, with the points that you make and everything like that. But like you said, you're speaking for the people who are gun enthusiasts, and I'm speaking for the people that aren't gun enthusiasts.
Oh, I know
And
exactly what you were
yeah,
doing. I hope
you
our
feel
chat
me?
knows that this was we just arguing the points that we hear. Because see, as a content creator, I read the comments and I hear
Yes.
what my audience say. So
Yeah.
I represent my audience when it comes down to this. Okay,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
do not agree with the red. Personally, this is me personally. I do not agree with the red flag laws because I don't see how it benefits the people. I see how
Mhm.
it benefits the criminals, but I don't see how it benefits the people.
Yes.
You can show me, if you can show me any way that it benefits the people, I might concede to your point. But there's no way it benefits people. All it does is create more Karens. That's all it does. That's
Yeah.
it. It does
Yeah.
nothing more. You piss me off. Now I can make an anonymous call and have all your guns confiscated.
Nah, I
You
got you.
don't give,
I
you
got you.
don't give people. Now those type of people got mental problems. That's a real mental issue.
Mhm.
You can't
Yep.
control your emotions long enough. You don't deserve to fucking be. You don't deserve to have a fucking phone. But how many people taking the phone away from them?
Yeah. No, I agree.
These anonymous
I
calls and
agree.
shit like that. Come on now, that
Yeah.
shit happens all the goddamn time. So my thing is like I don't agree with the red flag law for that purpose alone. All you did was restrict the people even more.
No, I get it. And here's one side of the argument I will say that's in favor, on your side of the spectrum. Because I am a fan of the red flag law, but at the same time, the reason why I'm a fan of the red flag law is because it adds some type of protection. But do I agree with all of it? Absolutely not. But I do agree, like I do wholeheartedly believe there should be some type of protection.
So let me ask
The
you a
reason,
question.
the re,
Let me ask you a
the re,
question, Walls.
uh huh.
Because you saying that it has protection. How in the fuck did the red flag law protect the people in Maine? Go.
It didn't protect the people in Maine because I
No
believe
shit, it did.
the red.
No shit.
No,
You
no,
wanna know why?
no.
Because in order
No.
for
Can I?
wait. In order for the red flag law to protect you, you gotta know the motherfucker's about to do something crazy. That's why it's a shitty law. It's stupid.
No,
It's
I thought the red. But
huh?
I thought with the red flag law, if you're diagnosed with a certain type of mental illness or something like that, then your gun
Nope.
should be taken away
Nope.
from you. You said no? Hello? Hello? Gary, I think he might be in.
Hold on.
You said, yeah,
Jesse, one, two, can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. It's,
Kill.
I, I guess.
The red flag.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
VHS. Wait, VHS or VH sample? Which one is it?
VHS or VH sample?
Yeah, someone popped in and
That's what
said,
you said?
"Hey, I'm not sure." Yeah, somebody said VHS sample or VH sample. I think it's VH sample, but VHS. I like VHS because they got a VHS tape as a
Okay.
as the little thingy. So
So wait. Before you go on, did you see the message that Khalid said? He said,
which one?
wasn't the guy in Maine having mental issues this year, threatening to shoot up a National Guard and delete himself? If that's true, the red flag law should have been enacted because that would have saved people from catching this. But since you have people that's
Ask the
against
question again, then. What? How did the red flag law protect the people in Maine?
this is how I honestly feel. I honestly feel the red flag law in this case wasn't enabled because of people that's against it and believe guns is our rights for us to have. So if you got people hollering and screaming, no, let him have his guns, it's his right, then he's going to keep his guns. But if people would let the red flag laws play out itself, he would have got his guns confiscated. It's kind of like how when a police shooting happens or something, and the black guy or the black girl was wrongfully doing said crime, and the cop lawfully shot the person. Then you hear people come out, Black Lives Matter, and all of this stuff talking about, oh, this was a shooting of race and yada yada. Of course, the prosecutor's gonna bend and fold because it's such a big outcry by the people. So it's like you tie my hands where I can't do my damn job. Because at the end of the day, if the voice of the cry of the people is loud enough, then they're gonna win. So how can I enact a red flag law if all these guns enthusiasts are coming out saying no? Let that mother effer have his gun. Well, guess what? I let him have his gun, and now here's the catastrophe. So no, I don't believe them. I'm listening.
At a mental health facility after he reported hearing voices and made threats to shoot up a National Guard.
Take his guns. Take his guns.
So let me ask you a question. How does this not seem like a fucking plan?
Like a plant?
Like a plan. Like, let that nigga go and do what he gotta do. Because if he reported this shit and nobody did anything, that's even more reason why I don't fucking respect the red flag law.
See, I understand there's cases where it's like, yo, a person is a plant, this, that, and the third, but I can't use that plant argument for like every single case, because if we're gonna
We're talking
throw
this
that,
particular case right here. He went to a mental facility and said, I'm going to kill people. And they did nothing.
and what I'm telling you, Gary, is if the red flag law is already in limbo, why would they do something?
Why
It's kind of
wouldn't they
like
do something?
it's kind of like here's the thing. I'm listening.
Why wouldn't they do something?
The same reason why there was black. Listen, the same reason why cops stop putting people in chokeholds and putting their knees on them, this, that, and the third, because there was a large outcry. We don't want this. There's a large outcry saying people need their guns. We want our guns. So if there's a large outcry saying we need our guns, we want our guns, they would be scared to act. Come on. This is a white guy. He's an Army veteran. You know, I personally feel when it comes to veterans, um, when it comes to veterans and stuff like that, if you was just a person who, went into the Marines, you never went out into the war, into the trenches and stuff like this or whatever, yeah, I'm gonna big you up as a for serving the country, but nowhere near am I gonna big you up like a person who actually was, served in Vietnam and all this stuff like that. They literally was out in the trenches. But still, they're still gonna get that deference because it's like, yo, this is a white male. He served our country. He's an army veteran. We can't just leave him out like that. He's an American. He has his rights. He has his rights to carry a gun. Can you picture the blowback that we
And
would
it shouldn't be
receive? That we
infringed for
would
shit.
receive?
And it should not be
Huh?
infringed for shit.
Hey, I guess so. I guess so.
People are gonna do fucked up shit, but you should not restrict people's rights because of a couple of bad apples. I know this shit's crazy. I know this shit sucks, and I know when
But
people say, "Yo, but you're not the one that had your family destroyed," blah 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 blah. I hear all that, and I'm not saying I don't agree. I don't understand the pain and suffering. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the gun law, the constitutional carry, is not for criminals, right? That is not
hmm
for. It's for the biggest criminal ever, the government. We see how fucked up our government has gotten up to this point, and the only thing that's holding their asses back is the fucking guns.
let me ask you this: Do you believe that? Felons should have guns?
Who?
Felons,
Who's a villain?
felons, people that have
Felons.
criminal records. Yes, felons.
If they did their
FELON.
time, and if they did their time and served them and served them, if our judicial system or our criminal system is so good, right? Once a
hmm
felon did his time, yes, that motherfucker should get his shit back. He should be restored fully. Fully. Why would you treat? He paid his debt to society. So why is he not fully restored? Because the last time I checked, the mass shootings weren't felons.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. That's true. That's true.
They all had a gun permit or a license to carry.
Yeah,
So if you
that's
want to
true.
kill people, it doesn't matter what you want to do. You'll use a car, a knife, electricity, bombs, explosives, chemicals. If you want to kill somebody, you're going to get your hands on whatever you need to get your hands on.
That's
You're
true.
restricting the gun. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's true. That's
The
true.
only reason they're going after the guns is because they can't stop us with the gun. When the citizen is armed, the government is at bay. They can't do shit. They want
Gary,
more guns. The government want it.
Gary, Gary.
Yes.
I have no comeback. I have no clapback at all. You made a valid point. I have no clapback. I concede, brother. I concede.
Shit, if you want to take away guns, you got to take away crime, speech, right? You got to make it where cars can only go 2 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much shit you got to do in order, if you really want to make the country safe.
Yeah.
Because people are going to do reckless shit when they feel like it. Because let me tell you something about a law. A law is nothing but an invisible shield. It's fake. It's an illusion. It's not fucking real.
Yeah, I agree. Now, here's a sidebar for you. Don't you wish that when you single-handedly win a debate or you make a point that is so concise that it can't be argued, that women would just concede like that?
Do I wish that? You do?
You see how easy that was? It's like, yo, I have no argument. You got that.
It took a whole freaking hour and 15 minutes to get you to concede. What you mean? That was hard.
No. But the point is, I can't just easily give you the win like that. I know I said, yo, you're making good points. And matter of fact, when I circled back to this topic, I literally said, yo, you make good points. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Then I just, double back and, brought the conversation back into it. But you made that strong of a point that it's like, brother, I can't even argue.
Nobody
absolutely
can.
right.
That's why nobody can argue with that. Or that. Listen, even Caleb said it. They took the guns away. Stabbings went up.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Because criminals
Look.
are going to do criminal shit. And you want to know why criminals are going to do criminal shit? Because they don't have shit to do. Listen, if you keep hoarding money the way this country does, you're going to keep having these problems.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Crime is created when people don't have much. You don't see millionaires going out there shooting people. You don't see millionaires going out there robbing people. You don't see millionaires doing half a shit. No, you know what millionaires doing? They're having sex and lots of it.
You ain't never lied, man. You ain't never lied. That is so true. So true.
Meanwhile, my black ass is working 40 hours a week, and I shit. Shoot.
Yeah.
Busting my ass right. Shit, and I'm considered poor.
Facts.
T3 is in his house.
T3, what's good? T3?
T3. No, listen. All due respect, I love you, and I apologize for the rumble, but unfortunately, I'm in my car, right? So the phone, I'm on my phone because I can't be this loud in the car. I'm in the house, so I can't come out of the screen and check rumble. So I have to. I can only do it here. So I'm not ignoring rumble. I just can't. The morning show, I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to go. I could get it on my other phone. Wait a minute. I didn't think about that. Let me see. I don't even have it downloaded on this phone. Let me see.
Yeah, that's what the audience. That's what you gotta realize. We're literally doing this mobile. Like, all this that you hear is strictly from the cell phone. That's how much we care about, giving you guys a good show to help you guys, progress through the mornings.
Rumble will not open up on this phone.
Okay, so if you see comments on there, just recite it, and we could
Please forgive me, T3.
All right.
Please forgive me.
I want to switch gears for a second, Gary. Doug, on Wednesday, we spoke about religion when it comes to the family, and how for them to when you was like, Toya was where you and Toya had a difference was she wanted the kids to go to church, and you was like, yo, they can learn at home. We can have Bible study. That conversation. So with that being said, I'm not even gonna BS the crowd with it, whatever. But just for conversation purposes, what do you feel is the true religion, like that follows, God's will?
The true religion?
Like what religion do you feel follows God's will to a T? Like the way God say, yo, this is the religion that follows my teachings and what I want everybody to practice. What religion do you believe
I don't think it's a religion. I don't think it's a religion. I think it's a statement.
Okay.
Because all religions have their own because of the vicinity of the religion, and all that stuff, they all have their own set of things, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we go to the ancient times to the samurais, and how they believed,
Mm-hmm.
right? They were very,
Mm-hmm.
very, very peaceful people, but they can fuck people up because they knew that people would come in and try to take their shit. So they was very trained, very, very well trained, and stuff like that. But their religion is completely different from ours. They will consider our religion shitty, right? So the
Okay.
only thing that I can go to is, and this is the reason why I look into the Bible, and again, it's more of a statement than anything. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. That's what I
Yeah.
live by. That's the realest to God I can possibly get. Or should I say the closest to God? Because I don't know any other passage in the book that's better than that one. Right? Because
Okay.
it pretty much encompasses everything. Would you like somebody to sleep with your wife? No, then don't sleep with his. Simple. It's easy. Would you like him to kill you? No, then don't kill him. Simple, easy. Would you like him to steal from you? No, then don't steal from him. Would you like him to punch you in the face? Would you like it encompasses everything.
It does, but we know there's certain nuances when it comes to religion that also is a differentiator. Case in point,
Mm-hmm.
one religion can say you can have multiple wives. One religion will believe in the Trinity doctrine. One religion will believe once you die, you automatically get reincarnated. So there's a lot of like nuances, like big talking points and big key things in religions that are important, to whatever faction that is. So we understand like the basic things of no with your wife, no lying, no stealing. We understand those basic principles are nuances in religions that people will be like, yeah, see that right there? That doesn't sit with me. I can't mess with that religion. I can't touch that one because to me that sounds goofy. And I'm not saying it as to put anybody's religion down. I'm just speaking in general. Why a person would be like, yeah, I can't freak with that religion. It doesn't fit with it doesn't coincide or it doesn't make sense to me, this philosophy.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
I get what you're saying.
for me, because the book that I go by is the Bible, right? And for me, the religion that I see follows the Bible or acquiesce to what the Bible says to do, like the scriptures say to do, is Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
Why do I say Jehovah's Witness? In the Bible, it say don't indulge in worldly things. That means Halloween's, holidays, and all this stuff like that. Jehovah's Witness don't participate in that. The Bible says for you to go around and preach the word. They're going door to door, preaching the word to people. Now, a good portion of the population slammed the door in their face or whatever, but
Yeah,
they
because
don't
it's
take it
11
personal.
o'clock in the motherfucking morning on a
I
goddamn
know,
Saturday.
I know, but they don't take it personal because they look at it as I'm doing
You
God's work. I'm
motherfucker,
gonna
how
just
you
go to the
shouldn't take
next
it
door.
personally? You're
You
ringing
know?
my doorbell. Hold on, you better not take it personal. You're ringing my doorbell at 11 o'clock in the goddamn morning, bro.
On a Saturday. Yeah.
Only fucking day to get to sleep in, you gonna fuck that shit up. I
But
remember
yeah,
one time I told a fucking a Jehovah's Witness, I said the next time you come to my door, you better have a check.
oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, man, I wanted to play this video for you,
Oh, for
and
me,
I
you wanna play
wanted,
me something?
huh?
You wanna play me something?
Yes, yes.
You are
I
so
wanted to
sweet.
play. I wanted to play this video for you, and if anybody in the comment section is Muslim, I would love to hear their thoughts on this video because when I saw this video, I really was like, yo, I would love to see what a Muslim's thoughts on what this man said is. So without further ado, here's that video.
Christ is not God. For me, God was only Allah. And I believe Allah never married, so no son for Allah. So I preach there that Jesus is not God. Then somebody asked me, who is Jesus? From the crowd. Maybe a Muslim, but he asked me, who is Jesus? I was preaching he is not God. But the question, who is he? To know who is he, I read the entire Quran once again.
Now turn left.
113 chapters, 6,666 verses in Quran. When I read it, the name of Prophet Muhammad I found in Quran 4 places, but the name of Jesus I found 25 places. There itself I was little confused. Why Quran giving more preference for Jesus? And second thing, I could not see any woman's name in Quran. Prophet Muhammad's mother name or wife's name or children name, no. In the Quran there is only one woman name I found, Maryam, the mother of Jesus. No other woman name. And in the Holy Quran chapter 3, the name of the chapter is Family of Maryam. And the Holy Quran chapter 19, the name of the chapter itself is Maryam. One chapter is Maryam. So I was very curious to know why this Quran says all these things. About Maryam, Holy Quran chapter 3 verses 34 onwards says that Mary was born without original sin. She never committed any sin in her life. She was ever virgin. Quran chapter 50 verses 23 says that she went to heaven.
What you say?
I said fair use and educational purposes because these guys are bitches.
Yes.
I can't stand fucking YouTube.
Yeah, fair use and educational purposes. Just to have a discussion, but okay.
With a physical body. Even the assumption is written in Holy Quran. And then about Jesus, when I read chapter 3 verses 45 to 55 verses, there are 10 points which Quran makes about Jesus. The first in Quran says Kalimatullah, the Arabic word which means word of God. And the second thing Ruhullah, which means Spirit of God. And the third is Isa al-Masih, which means Jesus Christ. So Quran gives the name for Jesus, Word of God, Spirit of God, Jesus Christ. And then Quran says that Jesus spoke when he was very small, like 2 days old after his birth. He began to speak. Quran says that Jesus created alive bird with mud. He took some mud, formed a bird, when he breathed it into it became alive bird. So I think that he can give life. He give life to a mud, clay. And then Quran says that Jesus cured a man born blind and a man with leukoderma, leprosy, etc. Continuously Quran says that Jesus give life to dead people. Jesus went to heaven, he is still alive and he will come again. When I saw all these things in Quran, my thinking was what the Quran says about Muhammad. You know, according to Quran, Prophet Muhammad is not the word of God, not the Spirit of God, never spoke when he was 2 days old, never created any bird with mud, never cured any sick people, never raised any dead people. He himself died. And according to Islam, he is not alive and he will not come back. So there is a lot of difference between these two prophets. I don't call Jesus as God, you know. My idea was he's a prophet, but he's a prophet greater than Muhammad. So one day I went to my teacher, the one who taught me 10 years in Arabic college, and I asked him, teacher, how did God created the universe? Then he said, God created the universe through the word. Through the word. Then my question, word is creator or creation? Must clear it. My question, whether the word of God is creator or creation. Quran says Jesus is word of God. If my teacher said the word of God is creator, which means Jesus is creator, then the Muslims must become Christian.
Oh.
Do you agree with what he say, or or not even agree, but does what he say make sense to you?
Of course it makes sense. If Jesus is in their book 3 times more than their God or their prophet, I should say, then you might want to reconsider. Like, all right, so what's going on there? So I agree. I understand where he's coming from.
I agree. I'd love to hear like a diehard Muslim's perspective on it, because like I said, I've never read the Quran or anything like that. I only know of the Muslim religion, but those are some powerful points that he made on it. So I just want to know, like, Because in the Quran, it's to my knowledge, Jesus is a prophet, and I love learning. I'm like I have a knack for learning, especially when it comes to things like this. So I just would love to like pick a Muslim's brain to figure out like, okay, why is Muhammad a greater prophet than Jesus? That's the
Well,
only like that's the
what
only.
he broke it down. Like he just basically said, like, what they say about Jesus and how he's operating and doing whatever he's doing. Um, there's no question that Jesus would be a more powerful prophet, you know,
Yeah.
and how he said it. I've never read the Quran, so I don't know. But based on what he's saying, if what he's saying
Hmm.
falls on accurate, then yeah, the logic, excellent, the logical conclusion is Jesus is more powerful prophet, more important prophet than Muhammad. Here's the thing, and here's the catch.
Hmm.
It don't matter if you got radical motherfuckers running around blowing themselves up in a freaking faith, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
fucking matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got radical motherfuckers running around killing themselves
You're right.
in honor of fucking Allah and shit. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So it's like,
Yep.
who gives a shit what's in the book? I don't give a
Yeah.
flying fuck. Until
Yeah.
when you strap a bomb to your chest, I didn't want to be a part of that religion. Period.
Yeah. That is true. That is
So
true.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. That's definitely
But here's the
a
thing:
good point.
it's not the book who's turning these people dark like that.
No, it's not.
It's
Yep.
people going
Yep.
to other people who are in desperate, dire need,
Yep.
selling them a fucking dream that
Call,
one day you're going to get 72 bitches all for you.
you basically build the cult.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I die and go to heaven, I'm getting 72 broads.
Yeah.
72.
Yeah.
I got a lot of pussy, bro.
And you know what? As wrong as that sound, that's the way a lot of men's mentality will look at it. They just gonna disregard like everything else where you gotta have the finances to be able to do it. If you don't have the finances, then it's not allowed. They don't care about nothing. They disregard all of that.
Yeah.
They just look at the multiple wives. That's it. Like, wait a
Right,
minute, you told me
but here's the thing. Whoa. Let's look at the male nature. Okay. Right?
uh,
And for all the females that's listening, listen up. I'm finna teach you something. Not one man on the planet ever cared about power until he realized women like power.
yeah, yeah,
We don't care about money. We don't care about cars. We don't care about clothes. We care about you.
yeah,
And
yeah,
if what you want is me to have clothes, cars, houses, and power, that's what I'm going to seek.
yeah.
I'm only doing it for you.
That's the honey I'm gonna use to attract the bees.
This is the reason why you must respect us. Because of the sacrifice that we're putting into, I'm going up against other men that are smarter, faster, stronger, more able than I am, competing for you.
Yeah, facts.
You got a dude that will strap a bomb to his chest. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back row. You got men that will strap their bomb to their damn chest.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Before we go on, I just want to say to the people that's viewing the stream, if you're enjoying the stream, do us a small favor, smash that like button and share it amongst your friends. And if you're coming from the Matter of Opinion channel, subscribe to Gary Lamb Network. And if you're on Gary Lamb Network, subscribe to Matter of Opinion channel. And again, share it on your social media platforms because It's you, the community, that will help the platform grow. So
Yes.
just do us that small solid, and even if you share it to one person, that's still reaching out to one extra person that YouTube unfortunately did not send out for us between the two channels and other platforms like Rumble, Facebook, that the algorithm did not play nice with to get the content out there. So definitely smash the like button and share the channel.
What up,
With that
Thomas?
said,
What
let's
up,
continue.
sweet Texas lady?
Yes, yes. Always look beneath our means. I don't have one designer bag. None of my clothes are designer, so I don't have to learn nothing. You're right. You know what? The crazy thing is, now that we're older and wiser about finances and stuff like this, most of the people our age, they're shopping at Target and Walmart now. Like, we don't give a damn about fashion.
Pull back 1,000. Wait. Pull back 1,000%. How about my ass be going to the secondhand stores like a bitch? I do not
Yeah,
care.
yeah,
They got some good
facts.
shit in that store.
Yeah, and
You
well,
got patience though. You gotta have patience because they ain't nothing
yeah, yeah,
organized. They
yeah,
got some good stuff in there.
yeah. Facts, man. Facts. All right, check this. I want us to tackle um the subject matter that we approached on Wednesday morning. Do you remember what that first topic was?
Do not.
DJ Envy,
Oh, what? You back in the news?
Mr.
What's going
Real
on?
Estate. Yes, yes, yes. So apparently, I didn't listen to the audio recording. I have it loaded up, which I'm gonna play. I didn't listen to it, but the guy's coming out and speaking. And word on the street is he's basically saying, "Yo, with these transactions, DJ Envy wasn't in my presence. I was acting alone. Yada yada." You know what it
What's
sounds
that
like to me
black
without,
people problem? That damn comment.
huh?
What the hell is black people problem? That damn comment.
Exactly. Exactly. But you know what it sounds like to me? He's taking a kick from what people be preaching. Yo, if you're the pawn and I'm the king or the bishop that's bringing in the money, you eat that charge. I'll keep your commissary up, and I'll make sure when you come out, you'll be well taken care of.
You
But
sound muffled.
I said, the way it sounds like to me, because I didn't listen to the audio recording, but it looks like this man is gonna be saying, "Yo, this is all on him. It has nothing to do with envy." And it sounds like he's taking what people always say, "Yo, if you're the little man on the rung and the other person is the big dog bringing in the money, you take that heat. I'll keep your commissary up, and I'll make sure when you come out of the pen, you're well taken care of."
Huh.
Am I wrong to be, huh? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you keep getting muffled.
All right, that's because give me a second, because I'm about to move from the spot that I'm at. Okay.
Bring it out to the chat. Yo, Thomas, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I really can't understand what you guys are saying at this point. Have a good one, though. Drop you each a like. I don't understand what you mean by the "hi honey, I made me my bees, you attract bears." What? Wait, we don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I really don't.
And that's my dude. I love him to death. He cool people.
Yeah. All right. This is what I was saying. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes.
Okay, what I was saying was I didn't watch this video that I'm gonna play, but
Right.
from what it sounds, what the word is, DJ Envy, the guy he did this real estate business with, is coming out and saying DJ Envy had nothing to do with this, and when I was handling business, DJ Envy was never with me. And what it sounds like to me is the old concept that people say: if you're the little man on the totem pole, You take the rap so that the big dogs stay in position. Keep your commissary up, and when you come out, I'll make sure you're well taken care of.
Huh.
So, without further ado, let me play that. Let me play the clip. It's 4 clips. They're about a minute each. So after we play each minute, we could, discuss on it or decide if we're gonna move on to the next video. So here's that first clip.
I'm gonna say, whenever you
Come on, cooperate with me.
Cooperation.
Exactly.
right, you get
All
all
right,
these
add to
people
stage.
that want to be around you, right? Everybody wants to be a friend.
Which is
Everybody
crazy because
wants
I'm in a
to
spot where
just
I have
touch you,
like full
right?
bars.
Because like, oh my God, I touched this guy, he'll change my life, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm successful, right? I was successful. Everybody wants to be my friend. Everybody wants to be around me. As soon as shit hits the fan, all these people that have profited from my success, which there's more people that profited from my success than the people that are suing me. But yeah, all these people that profited from my success, all the people that I have bailed out of jail, all the people that I have put cars in my name, apartments in my name, helped them with down payments for houses, helped them with this, helped them with when they can't pay their rent. Where are these people at? I don't see them, but yet I got all the haters. 20 lawsuits. DJ Envy was never in the room with me. DJ Envy has nothing to do with any of these 20 lawsuits of these people that are suing me. And it fucking sucks, bro. It pisses me off that all these people, right? All the Tony Baloney fans, they're on my page. You're going to jail. Pay the people. But yet, there's 2-3 sides to every story, right? I have 20 lawsuits. Out of those 20 lawsuits, a lot of those people I don't owe money to. Because everybody's suing me because they're like, oh my God, this guy's successful. I could sue him. I could sue him. I could sue him. Or I'm going to get this money, right? Then you have all these people being what's the word? Coerced? Whatever it is, whatever the word is, right? To sue people affiliated with me just because they're a bigger name, right? They're a bigger name than me. And that's the situation that breaks my heart the most is how in all these lawsuits, these 20 lawsuits, DJ Envy was never in the room with me. DJ Envy has nothing to do with any of these 20 lawsuits of these people that are suing me. And it fucking sucks, bro. It pisses me off that all these people.
All right. So far, what is your take on what your man said?
Huh.
Do you think he's taking the rap like head on so the blowback don't fall on Envy? Or do you think he's telling the honest to God truth?
I think he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Because all right, so you got 20 lawsuits pending on you. He said half of them he don't even owe money to, or a lot of them he doesn't even owe money to, which means that he's in trouble if he's saying only half, right? So he owed money to somebody. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick with his statements as truth until proven otherwise in the court of law, because that's what we're supposed to do in this country, right? What he said does not sound suspect. It sounds like he's frustrated with this, with how people act and treat people.
Okay.
Because he said he helped out a lot of people. Those people ain't nowhere around. And wink, wink. Welcome to the fucking club, dog. Like, that's how people treat you. Nope. People will throw themselves at your feet when you can help them. But the moment you need their help, they disappear. That's just what it is, right?
Yeah.
Here's the reason why I can understand why so many people do not help, right? We was just talking about this earlier. Well, the rich this and rich that and the rich that and the rich this. We don't help these people. We don't help that people. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? This is the reason why. You see, there's a difference between people that deserve the help and people that need the help. Okay? A person who needs the help tends to be a squatter. They don't want to do for themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? So I can't get mad at people for looking at me as a squatter because they don't want to risk getting a squatter. Okay?
Yeah.
But here's the problem. People don't understand how long it takes for somebody to get back on their feet after they fall.
Yes. Preach, brother. Preach.
They don't see it because they never fell before. They think, oh, you'll be able to get a job and no problem. Do you realize when I fell, I was $15,000 in debt? That means that I was negative $15,000. I got to reach zero before I can get $1 to do anything.
Yep.
So I'm trying to pull myself out of the hole. People don't understand that.
Some people only make that in a year after taxes.
Right. No, that's not. Here's the thing: you're not going to make that. Listen, I can't. I'm not going to say how much money I was making. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I was making good money. Good money. And when COVID hit, everything dried the fuck up. I was running off of savings. That's like everybody, right? Everybody was running off of savings.
Yeah.
So a person who clearly is a hard worker. Look at your track record. I'm looking at your credit. I'm looking at what you were. So you're still that guy. You just fell on hard times. So what we're going to do is we're going to put you on this program so you can get back on your feet. And that's what happened with us. Right? They're giving us time to get back on our feet. And I'm very grateful to Oklahoma for that. Oklahoma is the shit. Dismiss all the shit. They got problems. Don't get it twisted. They got some corrupt motherfuckers here. But Oklahoma was very, very generous to me. Very. Extremely. So I'm in Oklahoma's debt because New Jersey would have never done this for me. Ever. Okay? I would still be asking for help if it was in New Jersey. So I'm very grateful that we chose Oklahoma. And I'm going to make good on my promise. But there's people out there that need the help because they won't help them damn selves. There's people out here that I spoke to. They have all kinds of skills. I'm looking at this dude. He's got skills. He's fixing a vacuum cleaner. He's telling me how he's going to fix it, how he can repair certain things, and how he's going to sell it for a couple of dollars so he can drop by drugs. I'm going to see this dude fix it so he can buy drugs. He's homeless, and he's perfectly fine being homeless.
Yeah. Yep.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Nothing. You can't do nothing with it.
Not a damn thing. But if you ask me, he don't look like he need my help, do he?
Not at all.
He don't need my help. He don't need your help either. He knows exactly what he's doing. He decided he would rather be homeless and not have a cell phone because when he did do that shit, people kept calling him. He didn't want to be bothered.
Yep.
That's not a person that needs your help.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question about the loyalty, right? Because you said, you came to Oklahoma and it did a good help to you, and you feel grateful and you feel like you got to pay that debt. Do you feel that No, I know that. I know that. But what I'm saying is, do you feel that sometimes people take that stance on things? Not saying that you're taking that stance, but what I'm saying is, do you feel that sometimes people take that stance where they feel they're so indebted to people or certain situations that they stay in certain situations because they feel they're indebted, and they have to pay whatever it is back that the situation or the person, stuck a neck out for them? Do you think that? Okay. So say for instance, right? You helped me out through a financial bind, and you got me on my feet and the whole nine, right? And I'm like, thank you, Gary. Yo, whatever happened, I'm gonna ride by you the whole nine. And let's just say, for the sake of an argument or something, like you catch a murder rap or some kind of bad publicity that anybody who comes in touch with you or circle from you, it affects them where they lose everything. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stick by you, Gary, because you stuck by me. Instead of being like, yo, I'm gonna help you from a distance, but just for optics, I can't, ride with you, so to speak. So what I'm saying is, do you think that people stay in certain situations because they feel they're indebted to that person or whatever that entity is, like a job? Do you think that's detrimental? Like that can also be detrimental when you feel indebted to somebody or an establishment
Uh,
by
I'm
any
trying.
means necessary.
I'm
Huh?
trying to. I'm trying to formulate. I'm really trying to understand your question. Um, I'm having
All
a
right,
hard
put
time.
it like this. I'm gonna break it down in relationship form, right?
Yeah.
You got with a woman, she got you on your feet. She used her resources as far as like money and everything to be wholehearted and so that you could have that freedom to build your channel, build your network, build your website, the whole nine. So she basically helped you build this empire from scratch. You used her resources because she basically got to that pinnacle, and now she's getting you to that pinnacle so she can reap the benefits, and y'all can go happy go lucky. Now she falls on hard times where not even hard times where let's just say she lost her job, but you're like, yo, maybe we good. I got this money. Now it's my time to take care of you, whatever. But for her, it hit her so hard, she falls on drugs, downward spiral. You're trying to get help her, and she's not listening. She's just downward spiral, and it's just downhill from there. Everything you try is just not working, but you're staying indebted to her on the strength of she helped you get to where you're at. And now you staying indebted to her is starting to affect your finances where you're falling off.
Right now, I
But yet
understand.
you're
Okay.
gonna you're gonna stay in there because you feel indebted.
Right. Yeah. So, to answer your question, that is not love. That is not loyalty. That's foolishness. Okay.
Hmm.
I understand being in a debt to somebody. When I say I'm in your debt, that's me saying I got your back when you need me, right?
Okay.
But there's limits to that, okay? I'm
Uh-huh.
not your slave, right? You can't call me every fucking 5 minutes. You can't call me after hours. You can't treat me like I'm your fucking slave. Just because I'm in your debt does not mean that I lose my agency as a human being, all right? So, if you're doing stupid shit that's going to drag me down, I'm going to have to remove myself from you. That doesn't
Okay.
mean that the hand won't be extended. It's just that I can't allow you to bring me down because now I won't be able to bring you back up. Make sense? So
Yeah.
if you me and my wife had this conversation. The only thing that we can't, that we and my wife both agreed to, the only thing that we will not tolerate is drug addiction.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm not tolerating that. If my wife decides she want to get strung out on some shit, I'm gonna have to leave her. I'm going to have to. It's going to kill me to do it, but I'm gonna have to leave her, right?
Uh-huh.
But as far as being indebted to you, that doesn't make me a future servant, does it?
See,
No.
this is the thing though. The way you explained indebted, and you're like, yo, that means I can reach out to you. That's not how a lot of people view it. A lot of people view it like the way that I broke it down, where they're like, if I'm indebted to
So
you,
you're supposed to
I
be
can't when times
there's
are
limits,
down,
bro.
I gotta come
There's
through.
limits. I'm not about to go to jail for you, dog. I'm not going to jail for you. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Like, I understand you help me, and I appreciate that, but bro, you asking for too much.
Yeah. So
I'm not going
needless to say, for people who have that mentality, who has like, yo, I'm indebted to this person because they did X, Y, Z. basically what we're saying is don't feel you're indebted to a person to the point that you become a slave to them.
Right. What up, Jay?
You, what's good? Oh, that's yeah, Jay. What's good? What's good? What's good, brother? But yeah,
Black men don't have
and
a problem. The women that allow a man to use them. The one was the problem. How about you find you a good man instead of messing with bad guys? That's a hard question to ask because bad guys are awesome. Let's keep it above. Bad guys are fun. They're exciting, right? They pick you up. You know what I mean? Like bad guys are amazing when you want to go on that roller coaster ride. And that's very hard. And because I use the bad boy. I'm telling some of my secrets. I use the bad boy persona to winding down my women. Daisy, what's up? So I plan out the bad boy. All right. I plan out the bad boy. Okay.
yeah,
So I become the bad boy for the new girl. You know what I'm saying? Because it works. It works. You know, but after a while, I say, now I want to chill and relax and enjoy myself, whatever. But there's a reason why women deal with bad boys. I understand it and I respect it. I'm not saying that I condone it. You know what I mean? Because it does usually end in disaster. But I can understand why it's so exciting. You know what I mean? I get it. Because I like bad girls. Oh my God,
yep.
they're
I was
amazing.
just about to say that. Yep.
They're
But
amazing.
yep. But with that being said, we understand it's a temporary thing.
It's temporary. You can't keep that up.
Yep. Now, not to say you can't turn a fun girl can't, like, while you dealing with her, she can't come to that pinnacle point where she's like, I gotta change my life and start doing things this way and that way. That can happen. Just like a bad boy. He can finally come to his realization like, yo, this is a good woman I got on my hands. Let me change up, whatever. But at the same time, what is the chance of that happening on your watch?
Right.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yep.
Because people think, oh, I'm going to be able to change this person. I'll be the first to tell you, you ain't changing nobody. They got to want to make that change themselves. If they don't make that conscious change to say, you know what, I'm going to grow up, or not even grow up, but I'm going to stop playing games and it's time to be serious and all that. Ain't nothing you can say, ain't nothing you can do. You can make your threats saying, yo, if you don't do this, I'm going to leave. All they're going to do is tell you what you want to hear just so you can stick around longer, so they have access to whatever it is, whether it's a woman that has access to your money, a man that has access to them cheeks. You're going to say whatever you need to say to keep and have that access available to you.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
But
we coming up on that. We coming up on that mark. We need an intro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what?
Yeah,
you know what that means.
Yep. Well,
The therapy session is over. This was a great conversation. It really was.
It was.
Shout out to Winning Reality. I gotta say this because he'll get pissed off if I don't freaking plug the damn show. So every Thursday we get together on Winning Reality. Every Saturday we get together with Matters of Opinion. We talk relationship. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we are on the horn. AM sharp. No, not AM. 6 a.m. sharp for those who are gotta get to work. Want to get their money, they want to get their thing going. All right. So that's where we are. Do you have anything you want to say? Any announcements you got over there?
The only thing I want to say is, for those who don't know, Gary Lamb Network and Matter of Opinion is basically a brand. That's the direction that we're going, where we're a brand or whatever. So if you subscribe to Matter of Opinion, subscribe to Gary Lamb Network. You subscribe to Gary Lamb Network, subscribe to Matter of Opinion. because at the end of the day, we have a purpose on why we're making why we have these platforms. And once everything come in full circle, trust me, you're gonna want to be a part of the family. So just know that we're a brand, and we got big things to come. So spread the word, spread it amongst your friends, family, share it on your social media networks, because we can do it without you, but it's much appreciated to do it with you. It make that journey that much better, and it make the journey that much sweeter.
I
With
had
that being
to
said,
find my first husband. See, this is why I love women. Yeah, yeah.
wow,
I got ready to it's time for you to go.
yeah. On that note, man, thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. We enjoyed having this conversation with you guys, and we will see y'all. We'll hopefully we see you guys tomorrow night, and
Yes.
if not, we will see you guys on Monday morning for the next AM show. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a lovely weekend, and have a lovely Friday. With that being said,
God bless America.
hey,
God bless America.
that
God
right there.
bless America. Because we got some badass bitches.
Hey.